Merry Christmas to everybody. May God bless each and every one of you who have taken the time to come and be here with us today. And to those of us who will be joining in online, may God continue to inspire you and bless you, keep you, protect you throughout the day and night as we begin puja. We ask that we all sit upright, feel ourselves feel taller, even though we're sitting, as we elongate our spine and take a deep breath in as we begin. We first of all recite Om 3 times, that wonderful, powerful primordial sound that emanated since the beginning of the universe over 14 billion years ago. गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलचारुभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् Om Vakratundaya Hum Shri Ganeshaya Namah. To that divine and glorious Mother who fills us with auspiciousness at all times, we pray obeisance to you. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Shri Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. We pay obeisance to Shivji Bhagwan. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Hara Nama Parvati Pataye Hara 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 Mahadev. We pay obeisance to our gurus who takes us from darkness to light and helps us to understand what is reality. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Manojavam Marata Tulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuthyamukyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadde. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ramaya, Ramabhadraya, Ramachandraya Vedase, Raghunathaya Nathaya, Sitaye Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Sita Ramchandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sarvadev सर्वदेवी की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री महापति महादेव की जय। गणेश जी
गणपति गज भजन विनायक जय
Ganapati Swami ki jai. It's lovely to see as many of you that are here as are here. And for those of us joining in from all over the world, welcome to each and every one of you once again. Krishna, I'm happy to see you here as well. And to all of the young people who are here as well. We know that you opened your presents already and you're here. Oh, not yet. Okay. It's a blessing to be here this morning as we will all now join together in singing the Hanumanji Chalisa. As we sing with bhav, with love, with devotion, we get inspiration always from Hanumanji. Jai Bajrangabali, Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehamohi, Harahu Kalesha Vikas. That is our prayer to you always, Hanumanji. And we bow before you now, singing the Chalisa with all our love and devotion.
Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukar Sudhar Varno Raghuvar Vimal Jash Jodhayak Palchar Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vedya Dehu Mohi Harau Kalesh Vikar Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapish Jihu Lok Ujagar Ram Dut Atulit Balanama
Ajani Putra Pavan Sutanama
Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi
Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sanghi
Kanchan Varan Viraj Subesha
Kanan Kundal Kunchit Kesa
Aaj Raj aur Twaja Viraje
Kanhe Moonj Jane Usaje
Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan
Tej Pratap Mahajagvandan
Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur
Ram Kaj Kari Dekho Atur
Prabhu Charit Sunive Gaurasiya
Ram Lakhan Sita Man Basiya
Sushma Rup Dhari Siyahi Dikava
Vikat Rup Dhari Lank Jarava
Bhima Rup Dhari Asur Sanare
Ramchandra Ke Kaj Savade
Laay Sajeevan Lakhan Jiyaye
Shri Raghuveer Harsh Ur Laaye
Raghupati Kini Bahut Barai
Tum Mama Priya Bharat Hi Sam Bhaaye
Sahas Badan Tumaro Yash Gaave
As Kahi Sri Pati Kanth Lagave
Sanakadik Brahmadi Munisha
Narad Sharad Sahit Ahisa
Yam Kubir Dikpal Jahadi
Kabhi ko vidhi kahi sakhe kahate
Tum Upkar Sugriv Hi Kina
Ram Milaya Raj Par Dina
Tumaro Mantra Vibhishan Mana
Lankeshwar Bhai Sab Jag Jana
Yug Sahasra Yojan Parvanu
Livyo Tahi Madhur Pal Janu
Prabhu Modrika Mele Mukh Mai
Jaladhi Langh Gai Acharaj Nahi
Durgam Kaj Jagat Ki Jeete
Sukam Anugrah Tumhare Tete
Ram Duware Tum Rakvare
Hot na Aagya Bin Paisade
Sab पाछ निकट नहीं आवे।
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे,
नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा।
जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा।
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे।
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे,
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा।
तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा।
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे।
सोई अमित जीवन पल पावे।
चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा।
है पर सिर जगत उजियारा।
साधु संत की तुम रखवारी।
असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे।
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता।
असवर दीन जानकी माता।
राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा।
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा।
तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे।
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे।
अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई।
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई।
और देवता चेत नरई।
हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई।
संकट हटे मिटे सब पीरा।
जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई।
छूतहि बंध महासुख होई।
जो यह पर हनुमान चालीसा।
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि छेरा। जयनाथ हृदय महलेरा।
पवन तनय संकट हरन।
मंगल मूर्ति
राम लखन सीता सहित। हृदय बसो सुरभूप। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram
Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram
Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram
Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
प्रेम से बोलो सियावती रामचंद्र की
Jai.
जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान जी. Sorry I changed the tune. Sitaram once again to everyone. You know, today we think to ourselves, what is our motivation to coming to the Mandir, especially having so many young people here? And each of us would have our own different motivations as to why we are here. And we would all know why we have come today. Mala Didi, for example, might think, well, Pandit not there, and Neela not there, so I have to come and support and bring everybody else. But I know that is just a small part. Because the larger part is that we as a family, when we come to pray on a day like this, or any day, it is a special moment and it's a chance to get together. And you know, you talk about the season of Christmas being for family, this is our family. And this is why we are here today, to share in something that is common to each and every one of us, which is the love for God. But I want to share an experience of this week. I thought about it, and I thought, what shall I say today? The last Sunday in the year. Next week Sunday we begin a new year, 2023. And I thought, you know, God sometimes puts things in place to make sure that some message reaches out there. So I will tell you this message. Life goes along for each and every one of us, normal, as they would say, unless we make it extraordinary. And out of that normalcy sometimes, something negatively extraordinary may occur. To the extent where I had to go and undergo surgery this week. Nothing major, don't worry about it. That's why I'm standing. I can't sit down. Why I'm sharing it with you is you will understand it now. I went to a nursing home, a medical facility where I'd never been before. I met people who I'd never met before. And when I had to go to do my CT scan, the person taking me, not knowing me, was playing Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Varano. So I sat down and I thought, wow, I'm going for my CT scan, listening to Hanuman Chalisa. When it was time to go into the operating theater, when I went in, I was hearing bhajans. They don't know me. But I was hearing bhajans. Well, the doctor who did it did know me at the end of the day, but I had never met him before. But I was hearing bhajans, you felt like you're going to a yaj. But it wasn't a yaj. Because so easily, that which was benign could have been otherwise. And I thought about it. I thought how fragile life is. That you're laughing and singing and drinking your coffee and enjoying life one day, and the next day it can have a whole different effect upon you. Thankfully, that was not my experience, to have a different effect, other than to say, when I look back at it now, what was it that I had to get out of that experience? One, I got the blessing of having Sri Ram's name, of Hanumanji's name, of bhajans all around me in a very negative atmosphere and situation. That had to be something, somewhere, somebody was happy with something that I did, to be able to have had that experience in that manner. But more than that, it helps me to tell you to enjoy every moment of your life. Because every moment, sometimes we wait to live. And we wait and we wait. So many people I have heard about, they wait to retire, to go on the cruise, and to go on the vacations. And when they reach to that stage, they can't eat this, they can't drink that, they can't walk, they cannot enjoy it. So we wait to live, and the moments slip away. And I remembered, how lucky we are as followers of Sanatana Dharma to have the messages from the Ramayana, which tells us, Bare bhag manush tan pava, Sura durlabh sab grantha nigava. God has given us this body, this human body, so many different species of life. You have heard it so many times in Yajna. And we come to the pinnacle, according to the Ramayana, of life on this planet. I will just digress. The pinnacle of life on this planet may not necessarily be the pinnacle of life on another planet, but that's a different discussion. So here, we are told, why is it the pinnacle of life? Because this is the chance that we get to reach back to God in the manner that we are doing today. So when I asked this morning, what is your motivation for coming? More than the small part that I spoke about, it is because you have a love for God to come here today. Because you want, through this human body, Bade Bhagman. Om Namah Shivaya, Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So when we think, it sounds different, doesn't it? I will get my battery for the other one just now. We've been given this body, this human body. Through this body, we are able to fast, to do puja, to pray, to think, to meditate. And this is why this morning, I wanted to ensure that after we sang the Hanumanji Chalisa, we joined together in Sankirtan, just singing the name of God. Because we get a chance to do it. Let's do it. Everything else seems, when you sing the name of God, seems so trivial. Everything else seems so unimportant. But leading on from these particular chaupai, I want to take you to a wonderful doha which follows right after. So paratra dukh pavai, sir dhuni dhuni pachitai, kalahi karmahi ishwarahi, mithya dosha lagaye. So we've been given this body. Is it working now, you think? We've been given this body, and we get the chance to come to Mandir like we've done today. But what if we don't do it? What if we don't use that opportunity? Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. So what if we don't use that opportunity? What if we waste this opportunity? What do? Ramayana tells us in this wonderful doha, he who does waste this body and this opportunity reaps torture in the other world and beats his head, Sira dhuni dhuni pachatai, in remorse, wrongly attributing to kalahi, to time, karmahi, my karma, ishwarahi, well, it's God's fault why I didn't do the things that I was supposed to have done. I didn't have the time to pray. I couldn't make it to Mandir. I couldn't pray. I couldn't sit down. Everything else was so important. It's not my fault. It was my karma. My karma didn't allow me to get up this morning to come Mandir to do puja. I'm not putting down anyone who did not come. I'm just saying we are all at different stages of our evolution of our soul. And when we hunger like this family hungers for God, then it doesn't matter what day it is. You are here. Ishwarahi. So we blame time. We don't have the time. We blame karma. Karma is such that we are not able to come today. We blame God. And those of us who are followers of the law know in contract there's something called the act of God. Found a very unfortunate word. Because they will talk about the act of God causing a contract to be rendered asunder. God is not like that. But anyway, we blame God. Well, it's God's fault. He wasn't there for me when I needed him. I'm not going to make the time now. So, Bare Bhag Manush Tana Pava, we get the greatest gift. But many people are unable to use it because we blame time, because we blame karma, because we blame God, we blame everything else but ourselves. You know, when I was thinking about all of the thoughts which comes together and putting together a thought to share with you, I remembered something that would probably pass in a meme for everyone. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, which is why it is called the present. So today we expect our presents. Those of us who are elder, we know we're not really getting that many presents. Santa Claus is not passing for us necessarily. But today is our present. This moment is our present, and it's our present to ourselves. To make today the best moment that we can make for ourselves. Because the past has gone, it is history. And so many people live in the past and cannot get over the past. And many people who have difficulties, it's because they are unable to get over the past. And so they keep living in the past. Remember when? We may have lost a loved one. Remember when? I can't move on because that loved one has gone. Remember when? For some people, it may be like they feel that they should have gone too. Been cremated too, they can't live life anymore. Because life does not move on for you. It doesn't mean to forget the person. It doesn't mean that one doesn't love the person, but we all have our journeys that has been prescribed by God for us to achieve. We have our own roads to travel. And if we continue to live in the past, we will never be able to live in the present. And on the other side, we have the people who live for the future, to the extent when anxiety then overcomes us. I have a flight tomorrow. What if I don't pack in time? Oh my gosh, what am I going to pack? What am I going to do? What if I get in traffic going to the airport? What if the plane is late? What if it is snow? What? We don't enjoy the present. We can't enjoy the moment that we are here now with family because we are so anxious about tomorrow. And we don't realize that the source and place of all happiness is today and now. Today and now is where you exist, I exist, we all exist. Whether we exist tomorrow, we saw what happened in my little story, it could have been different. We don't exist in the past, we have existed in the past. But we are here now. What are we going to do now? What are we going to do now for ourselves? What are we going to do now for our family? What are we going to do now for our people? That is all up to us, obviously. The Gautam Buddha says, love in the past is just a memory. Love in the future is just a fantasy. But true love lives in the here and now. Again, reinforcing what I've just said, that we live here. We are in this moment. Enjoy it. Because this moment is a gift. You know how many people you've seen so many times the talk by Jagat Guru. And he talks about how many people go to sleep and not sure that they will wake up the next morning. There's no guarantee. And you are here in this moment, enjoy it. Enjoy this moment now. You don't know what it is going to be tomorrow. Now is the time to make everything right. But how do we enjoy the moment? What do we enjoy it in? That is your decision. That is my decision. How we enjoy the moment, some people may spend it differently. Some people may say, I will go to the beach at this moment. Some people will say, I'll go to the Mandir at this moment. Some people might say other things, I will go elsewhere. That is where you go depends on where your soul has reached. What is the evolution of your soul? What calls to you is where you will reach. It's not to say if you go to the beach, you can't say Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Because you could go to the beach, sit down, Main dekhta hu Prabhu tera, anupam vidhan hai. So beautiful this whole creation is. I'm enjoying the moment. Or we could go there and get lost in other thoughts. The pun is on the word lost. What we need to understand is that who we are, where we are today, is because of our recognition, our own recognition of God's presence in our lives. And I want to share with you another quote from the Ramayana, which was so, so, so beautiful. This also comes from Uttarakhand, the 33rd Doha. Sarva sarvagat sarva uralaya. You are manifest in us all. You pervade everything. And you dwell in the heart of everybody. बससि सदा हम कहु परिपालय. And I therefore seek to you, protect us every moment. Can I ask you to say this, because this is a prayer in itself? That if we ask God, that we recognize you are everything, you pervade everything, and now I'm asking you to protect me in every moment. It is a blessing that you would all want to have, I would like to think, in your life. So please recite after me. It says Sarva. So it's not Sarva because this is Avadhi. Sarva. Sarvagata. Sarva. Uralay. Vasasi. Sada. Ham. Kahu. Paripalay. Now I will tell you to say the same thing and put your hands together and look at Krishna Bhagwan. Think of and pray. Sarva. Sarvagata. Sarva. Uralay. Basasi. Sada. Ham kahu. Paripalay. Protect us, Bhagwan, every moment. Keep your hands together as this prayer continues into this doha. Paramananda kripayatana mani paripuran kam prema bhagati anupayani dehu hamahi Shri Ram. You are supreme bliss personified. You are the abode of mercy. You fulfill the desire of your devotees. Pray, grant us the boon of unceasing love and devotion to your feet, Prabhu. That is my humble prayer to you today. And as we close today with this bhajan, I found this bhajan, I heard it during the week before all of my other experiences. I thought it's a nice bhajan. It'll be nice to sing it today, and it became so apt. Share it with me. I'll tell you what it means as we sing along. You will understand. तुम ही छोर सुन नंद तुलारे. ओह, तुम ही छोर सुन नंद दुलारे, कोई न मीत हमारो. किसके द्वारे जाए पुकारे. Whose door am I going to beg by or call out to? और न कोई सहारो. अब तो आके बाह पकड़ लो. Let me just fall into your arms, Bhagwan. ओ मेरी प्रीतम, अब तो आके बाह पकड़ लो. ओ मेरे प्रीतम, तुम हमारे थे प्रभु जी, तुम हमारे हो. तुम हमारे थे रहोगे, ओ मेरे प्रीतम. हम तुम्हारे थे प्रभु जी, हम तुम्हारे हैं. हम तुम्हारे रहेंगे, ओ मेरे प्रीतम. I tell you, I heard it as I told you before the event. Continue. तुम हमारे थे प्रभु जी. You were there in the past. तुम हमारे हो, and you are here now. तुम हमारे ही रहोगे. And you will be there for me in the future. Oh Mary Pritam, oh my beloved. Sing together. तुम हमारे हे प्रभु जी, तुम हमारे हो, तुम हमारे हे रहोगे, ओ मेरे प्रीतम. Now, हम तुम्हारे. It turns now, the bhajan goes. Now I was yours in the past. And I am yours now, and I will always be yours, my beloved. हम तुम्हारे हे प्रभु जी, हम तुम्हारे हो हैं, हम तुम्हारे हे रहेंगे, ओ मेरी प्रीतम. तुम्हें छोड़ सुन नंद दुलारे, कोई न मीत हमारो, किसके द्वारे जाय पुकारे, और न कोई सहारो. अब तो आके बाह कर लो, ओ मेरी प्रीतम. अब तो के बाह कर लो, ओ मेरी प्रीतम, ओ मेरी प्रीतम, ओ मेरी प्रीतम. प्रेम से बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय, श्री गोविंद कृष्ण भगवान की जय. This is my message. My message is to be present in the moment. My message is to enjoy the moment. And my message is to ask him. You know what is beautiful about that line? Maybe I didn't get to tell it to you. Ab to aake, now, come, baah pakar lo, and hold me in your arms. Can you imagine that sanctuary that is God? There's a beautiful line that goes in another one of the antaras. Ek baar Prabhu bas te kahe do, ek baar Prabhu bas ke kahe do. One time, Prabhu, I'm asking if you can speak to me and tell me this. Tu mera, main tera. That you are mine and I am yours. I want to hear those words coming from you. Imagine the beauty of the bhajan, that it asks for us to request and to pray to him to come and help me to get lost in your arms. Oh, Mary Pritam, my beloved, you have taken that opportunity today to share this precious moment of life with your beloved. It reminded me of another song, and I will just sing one line of it. I know I said I would finish, but Sabse unch, same rag, Sabse unchi prema sagai. What is sagai? Sagai is an engagement. You know what? That is what it is. And higher than everything else is that engagement of love that I have with God. And that is why we are here. So when I ask the question, I come back to the question, what is our motivation for being here? Apart from all of the family love, and apart from the love that my sisters and brothers all have for each other to be here, it is because you love God the most. And it is because we want God to be in our lives and in this moment to share it with him. And as we look back at this year of 2022, and as we look back at each moment and each event that has happened, positive or negative, I want to ask you, if not today, if not at this moment, before the year is done, write down an event that has changed your life and understand why it changed your life, and see what is the lesson that you have gotten and where did that lesson come from. That is something I would like each and every one of you to do. I've shared with you today a lesson that I got just a few days ago. You share with yourself and with Bhagwan what you have gone through, what you have achieved, how you may have fallen, why you fell, and what was the lesson, what picked you up. And if you have not yet been able to pick yourself up, then how are you going to pick yourself up in 2023? Because if we are still fallen, why do bad things happen to good people? It is to strengthen us to see that we bounce higher than before. And if we can't do that, then we are in the right place to get help. And we will continue to be children of God, loving God. Oh, Mary Pritam. We will have bhajans, we will do arti as we have done in the past. I will sit. Well, I will still stand to the side for a bit. But as you are here, enjoy the moment, enjoy the love of each of us here together. And may God bless each and every one of you. Now, Mukeshji, you will share with us any messages today, or you'll do it next week? Next week, okay. Any announcements and so on? Okay. So I will just leave with one announcement. Next week, Sunday, we would be having service as per normal, 8:30. And next week, Sunday, Anilji, I want to start our Bhagavad Gita recitation, not class, because that is reserved for Anilji. His class and his exploration and his analysis of the Bhagavad Gita is on those days that he has his classes. Starting from Sunday, by God's grace, we will go through the Bhagavad Gita from start, and hopefully by the end of the year we would finish it. Just read in the English, but we would also learn the Gita Dhyanam, one shlok at a time. So one Sunday we will begin Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena Swayam. So you will learn, and we will sing it together. And you will sing one shlok, two shloks in English. And later, as you get more confident, I will pass the mic and you will read it. But for today, enjoy the moment. Let's have our bhajans.
सबको ही पलटू देता है सबको ही फल तू कर्मों के अनुसार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। तू ही जल में, तू ही थल में, तू ही है अंबर में। तू ही जल में, तू ही थल में, तू ही है अंबर में। सांस सांस तुझसे ही व्यापक, तू हर मन मंदिर में। बानस का पर तुझे न तेरी, बानस का पर तुझे न तेरी सृष्टि का विस्तार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। तन मन बुद्धि तर्क से पर अनेकों नामों वाला। तन मन बुद्धि तर्क से पर अनेकों नामों वाला। नेति नेति कहते हैं वेद प्रभु तू बड़ा निराला। सच्चा न्याय करे तू सबका, सच्चा न्याय करे तू सबका, तू है जगदाधार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। जन्म मरण की गलियों में भटका हूँ राह दिखाओ। जन्म मरण की गलियों में भटका हूँ राह दिखाओ। क्षमा करो अपराध हृदय से अब तो मुझे लगाओ। करूँ विनय आदेश लगाओ, करूँ विनय आदेश लगाओ। मेरा बेड़ा पार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। अगम अपार पाया कोई न पार। अगम अपार पाया कोई न पार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार। हे राम तेरी लीला अगम अपार।
शाम तुझे मिलने का सतसंगिया बहाना है। 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 दुनिया वाले क्या जाने मेरे रिश्ता पुराना है। मथुरा में पाया है, गोकुल में ढूंढा तुझे, मथुरा में पाया है, गोकुल में ढूंढा तुझे, मथुरा में पाया है, गोकुल में ढूंढा तुझे, मथुरा में पाया है, वृंदावन की गलियों में मेरे श्याम का दिखाना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है। रामायण में ढूंढा तुझे, भगवत में पाया है, रामायण में ढूंढा तुझे, भगवत में पाया है, रामायण में ढूंढा तुझे, भगवत में पाया है, रामायण में ढूंढा तुझे, भागवत में पाया है, गीता के पन्नों में मेरा श्याम का दिखाना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है। गोवालों में ढूंढा तुझे, गोपियों में पाया है, 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 राधा जी की राधाया में मेरा श्याम का दिखाना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है। मंदिरों में ढूंढा तुझे, जंगलों में पाया है, मंदिरों में ढूंढा तुझे, जंगलों में पाया है, भक्तों के राधारों में मेरा श्याम का दिखाना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है। दुनिया वाले क्या जाने मेरा रिश्ता पुराना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है, शाम तुझे मिलने का सत्संगिया बहाना है।
गोविंद कृष्ण भगवान की, सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की।
जय।
To all of you who have joined together with us today, I say Sitaram, thank you so much for coming. We will all now stand together for Aarti.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे, भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का। स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहूँ किसकी। स्वामी शरण गहूँ किसकी, तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तन मन धन सब है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, क्या लागे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री गोविंद कृष्ण भगवान की जय। Prabhu, we've gotten a chance today to come together to do puja, to pray, to love you, to be guided by you, to be filled with your divinity and your love, for you to be there for us and for us to be there for you as well. You are our beloved. You are our father, our mother, our family, our friend, our knowledge, our wealth and everything. We ask you, Prabhu, to continue to inspire us, to look after those in our families who are not well, those in our communities who are not well, those who are here in our country, those who are abroad looking on, those who need inspiration, who need to be touched by you, Bhagwan. I ask you to reach out to them. I pray that you would give them solace, give them hope, give them happiness. Give us all that divine love so that we can enjoy every moment in your name. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभो त्रिविधताप निवारण हे विभो अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् ओ मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनोहरि ऋग्वेद आयुर्वेद सामवेद अथर्वणः इति मंगलाष्टक संपूर्ण गंगा यमुना सरस्वती संगमे फल प्राप्ति कामः जय यजमान आशीर्वाद भगवान कल्याण करो। प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की
जय।
उमापति महादेव की
जय।
श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की
जय।
श्री नव दुर्गा देवी मैया की
जय।
श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती माता की
जय।
श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की
जय।
सर्वदेव सर्वदेवी की
जय।
सत्य सनातन धर्म की
जय।
सदगुरु की दंडवत जय जय सीताराम सीताराम सब कोई।
सीता।
Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you next week. May God bless you each and every moment. Jai Shri Ram.